Hi guys, today we're looking at surface area again, but this time we're going to try to develop a specific formula for finding the surface area of this bad boy right here, a rectangular prism. So that's the goal today. We're trying to find the surface area of rectangular prism, which we already know how to do by looking at the net, finding the area of all of the 6 faces and adding them up. But we're going to try to look and develop a certain formula that we can always use for rectangular prism surface areas. Got it? Good. So the first thing we need to do is recognize that this picture here is indeed the net of this rectangular prism. This rectangular prism has a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a width of 1, 2, 3, and a height of 1, 2. It has 6 faces, one on the top, one on the bottom, one on the front, one on the back, and one on the right side and one on the left that correspond to this net. This is the face on the bottom, this is the left and the right side, this is the front and this is the back, and this is the lid that flips onto the top. Now, let's examine the 6 faces and look for patterns, because there are many that are going to help us develop this formula. First of all, notice that the bottom here, to find the area of that, we multiply the length of 5 times the width of 3. So a formula just for this face is length times width. But we know that this has a partner. The top of the box, which is down here, the area is also found by multiplying the length times the width. So notice in our formula we have 2 copies of length times width that we need to add together. Now let's examine the left and the right sides. If you look close, to find the area of the left side here, we're going to be multiplying the width of 3 times the height of 2. But that's the same for the right side as well, the width times the height. So in fact we have 2 copies of width times height that we're going to be adding together. And the front and the back have a similar symmetry. To get the area of this front, we're multiplying the length of 5 times the height, which is 2. So the formula for this front is length times height, which is the same formula for the mirror on the back, length times height, 5 times 2. So now we're ready to develop the formula. Here goes. The surface area of this rectangular prism is equal to 2 times L times W. Where do we get that? Well, 1 L times W is going to be the area of this bottom, but we need 2 of them because there's the bottom and the top. So we multiply L times W, but then we double that. So the formula there is 2 times L times W. That gives us the area of these 2. Now we're going to add to that plus 2 times L times H. Remember, L times H is the front face and the back face. And since there are 2 L times H's, we do 2 times L times H. And we're going to add to that 2 times W times H. Remember, W times H is the area of the left side, the left face, and the right face. And there are 2 of them, so we're going to do 2 times W times H. And there you have it. This is the formula for the surface area of any rectangular prism. Now, how to use it? It's pretty simple. You simply substitute the numbers from the diagram, your net, into the formula. Let's try it. The surface area is equal to 2 times the length is 5 times the width, which is 3, plus 2 times the length, which is 5, times the height, which is 2, plus 2 times the width, which is 3, times the height, which is 2. And now we simply use the order of operations to simplify this. Remember, in the order of operations, we do parentheses first, there are none. Then we do exponents, there are none of those. Then we do multiplication and division as it appears from left to right. So we can't do the addition until we're done with all the multiplication. So let's do the multiplication all at once. 2 times 5 is 10, times 3 is 30, so this becomes 30, plus 2 times 5 is 10, times 2 is 20, so this becomes 20. And plus 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, so this becomes 12. And now we're ready to do our addition. 30 plus 20 is 50, plus 12. 50 plus 12 is 62. And these are all in centimeters, which should have been mentioned before. So we get square centimeters. So there you have it. The surface area of a rectangular prism using a formula. Have fun!